kind of taken on the attitude that you can only live once, and so why don't you just make the most of the time that you've got.
We rode up from Louisville headquarters to just west of Gold Hill, Colorado. It's an old mining town up here in we call them the foothills around here, most people call them mountains. And took just mostly bike path, trail, and then a steep-ish dirt road up to about 8,500 feet to camp for the night, and everybody just getting an opportunity to really meet each other and talk to each other.
Woo!
My name is Carlos Torres and I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I've been with iZUMi for about 5 years. I started when it was just running. It's been a great experience, like for me, to be able to, even though we're so different, we share the passion for cycling, for sports, and it's like a big family.
I'm Chanel, I'm from Spokane, Washington. I've been with the Ambassador Program for 4 years. I've known Carlos for 3 years. We're both triathletes and we both are raising high school teenagers, so we know what it's like to train and raise these crazy rugrats.
Was there anything you did for the first time this weekend?
Well, I did camp when I was younger, and I did camp like years ago. I don't care for it anymore, so when they came out with this year saying that we were going to bike up to Boulder and then camp overnight, I had a little bit of, hesitation about that. Then I found out that there were other people that have never camped, so that made me feel a little bit better.
It was a brand new experience, everything. The climbing up to here, setting up the camp, and having to use a poop tent. That's the first. I've never done that before, and hey, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, good.
I started riding in the mid-'80s approximately, and so first started like road and then track and then mountain, and then just fell in love with mountain because of where it would take me to get into the backcountry and to get into really beautiful places that took me and my friends away from so-called civilization and get away from all the hustle and bustle and the noise of cars and alarms and just to places where the only thing you can hear is birds and wind, and where I can really recharge and really relax, truly relax.
So I put on a women's camp after I became a iZUMi ambassador 3 years ago, and they had said we'll support an event if you put something on, and so put on an event last minute, and it ended up being fantastic. And I just feel like you get into this community more when you do this kind of side of the bike world, and you get to know people, hear their stories, and hear where they came from, you know, like, oh, I couldn't even go over the smallest tiny rock, and now I'm hitting 6-foot jumps, you know, and you're like, yes, you know, and they only did it in a year, you know, so I'm like, I just want to help foster that, and like, I want everybody to feel the way that I feel on a bike, so, and yeah, I feel like Perla Izumi is going that way.
This place is jumping off hard as it can get. No, we won't ever stop dancing on the edge. We like it dangerous, we like to see you spread. Turn up another notch, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Everything that I do always seems to be about speed. But, you know, I gotta say, you know, watching Annalisa and looking at the way that her bike is geared up right now, it brings a whole new awareness to the different kinds of cycling that there is.
Got a real good feeling, got a real good feeling, like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling, I won't hit no ceiling, I'm going higher than I've ever known.
And I really have no control over all the worries that are back at home. So you can really just be you and the bike and nature out here.
Right now, 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 right now.
The reason I think why biking, especially mountain biking, appeals to me is I have a daughter with special needs, and so each day is full with so many different kinds of challenges, and it's just really taught me how to appreciate the free time and the me time that I have, and be able to do something bigger than my regular world of daily grind, and to be able to get out there and escape and push myself, whether it's pushing myself up a hill and a climb and the sense of accomplishment when you get to the top, or try a scary technical descent that at one time I would never have tried, but kind of taking on the attitude that you can only live once, and so why don't you just make the most of the time that you got.
Some people know just how it is, and I know I gotta stand